All right, hello and welcome to the show. This is New England Sports Today with myself, Samuel Reese. I am coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. Today is Friday, August 24th, 2018. We have a lot to get to, but first of all, I just want to let you know, I apologize for not letting you know that I would have a show today on a Friday because usually I'm just on the weekend, but for some reason, I don't even know why we don't have school today. But yeah, I'll take it, no school, and get to do my show and talk about New England sports. So good, sounds good to me. So yeah, so we'll have a 3-day, 3 shows this weekend, an extra long weekend, which is great for us. But yeah, let's get into all the news. First of all, let's get to Sunday's game as the Red Sox closed out their series versus the Rays. The final score was Tampa Bay 2, Boston 0, as the hits were in favor of Tampa Bay 4-2. Errors also in favor of Tampa Bay 1-0. So after that game, the Rays went to 63-61. The Red Sox went to 88-37. Cron went 1 for 4 with a solo home run, his 24th of the year. Bogaerts went 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Mookie Betts not too good in that game, going 0 for 4 and a strikeout as the Rays defeated the Red Sox 2-0. But here's what the AL East standings looked like after Sunday. Boston was 88-37. New York Yankees were 78-46, 9.5 games behind. Tampa Bay was 63-61, 24.5 games behind. Toronto was 55-69, 32.5 games behind. And Baltimore was 37-87, 50.5 games behind. Also on Sunday, the final score was Baltimore 0, Cleveland 8. So the tale of the tape for the Indians and Red Sox this season heading into that series, of course, as I mentioned, the Red Sox were 88-37. The Indians were 71-52. The team averages was 268 for Boston, 258 for Cleveland. Starters ERA was 3.54 for Boston, 3.28 for Cleveland, and the bullpen ERA 3.33 for Boston, 4.82 for Cleveland. They did have a 4-game series, which I'll, of course, get to very soon. So, yeah, Indians at Red Sox opened the series on Monday as Kluber, heading in 15-6, 2.68 ERA, took on Porcello, who was 15-5, 4.04 ERA heading in. Also, not so fast as the Astros defeated the A's, which made them regain sole possession of first place. And Bird is the word as Greg Bird hit a grand slam versus the Blue Jays. So here's what the AL wildcard standings looked like after Sunday. New York Yankees were 78-46, 4 games ahead. Oakland 74-50. Seattle 71-54, 3.5 games behind. Tampa Bay 63-61, 11 games behind. And Los Angeles 63-63, 12 games behind. Also, here is Monday's trivia. Corey Kluber won the American League Cy Young Award last season. Who finished second in the voting? Chris Sale, Luis Severino, or Justin Verlander? We'll get to that in a little while. Also, Patriots practice did resume on Sunday, and Patriots play at the Panthers tonight in preseason week 3. Also, the Bruins Fan Fest continued Sunday in Burlington, Vermont. Ryan Donato in 12 games had 5 goals, 4 assists with a +2 rating. And the 2018 Fan Fest tour on NESN. Go to NESN.com/FanFest for more. But Monday they were in Springfield, Massachusetts. Today they are in Weymouth, Massachusetts. Tomorrow they're in Hartford, Connecticut, and Sunday they'll be in Providence, Rhode Island. Also, Chris Sale finished second in the 2017 Cy Young voting. So how will he do this season? The Red Sox hosted Picnic in the Park Sunday. Cool to see that. Also, a member of every team in the Little League World Series was involved in a ceremonial first pitch. Also, Sunday night sensation. The Cardinals' Tyler O'Neill made a terrific leaping catch. Mookie Betts robbed C.J. Cron of a base hit. And the Nationals' Adam Eaton scales the wall for a catch. So, yes, quite the Sunday night sensations there. Also, the New England Revolution played the DC United on Sunday night. Unfortunately, the Revolution did lose 2-0. That bad streak of not winning a game has continued. And they do play the Philadelphia Union tomorrow night. So, yeah, definitely we'll be previewing that game tomorrow, but just awful to see them lose once again. And they definitely need the win tomorrow if they want to stay in that playoff race for sure. Yeah, so that's that. And let's get to all of Monday's news after covering Sunday's news. The Red Sox, of course, opened their series versus the Indians. The final score was Cleveland 5, Boston 4. Hits in favor of Boston, though, 15-7, errors 0 apiece. So Cleveland went to 72-52. Boston went to 88-38. Brantley went 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run, his 14th on the year. Bogarts went 2 for 5 with 3 RBI. So Rick Porcello had the loss, which puts him to 15-6. In 7 innings pitched, allowed 6 hits, 5 earned runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts in 107 pitches. Also, Eduardo Rodriguez Monday night with Portland in the Double-A had a no decision in 4 innings pitched, just allowed 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts in 63 pitches. So good to see that. Definitely. Also, let's get now to let's get to Tuesday's news. Cleveland and Boston played in the second game of their series. The final score this time was Cleveland 6, Boston 3. Hits in favor of Cleveland 13-5. Errors also in favor of Cleveland 1-0. So after that game, Cleveland went to 73-52. Red Sox went to 88-39. Cabrera went 3 for 4 with a double and a solo home run, his 6th on the year. Bogarts went 1 for 5 with a double, an RBI, and a run. So Indians did defeat the Red Sox 6-3 on Tuesday. And also, some Dez Bryant said, Tom Brady has always been my favorite player. Real fact. Could that mean something more? We'll see about that. Also, now let's get to Wednesday's news. The 17th annual Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon raised over $4 million. Great to see that. Also, in the third game of the series, Cleveland played Boston again. The final score this time was Cleveland 4, Boston 10. Red Sox getting the win this time. Hits in favor of Boston 14-8. Errors in favor of Cleveland 1-0. So after that game, Cleveland went to 73-53, and the Red Sox went to 89-39. Encarnacion went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 27 on the year, 4 RBI. Bogarts went 2 for 5 with 2 solo home runs, now 19 on the year. So yeah, Xander Bogaerts was absolutely phenomenal in that third game of the series, going 2 for 5, 2 solo home runs. Has 19 on the year, just 1 strikeout as the Red Sox defeated the Indians 10-4. Mitch Moreland also went 2 for 4 with a home run, his 15th on the year, 2 RBI and a walk. So here are what the AL East standings looked like after Wednesday. It was Boston 89-39, New York Yankees 79-47, 9 games behind. Tampa Bay 66-61, 22.5 games behind. Toronto 58-69, 30.5 games behind, and Baltimore 37-90, 51.5 games behind. So the Indians played at the Red Sox in the series finale yesterday as Putko 4-3, 4.62 ERA heading in, took on Price, who was 13-6 with a 3.69 ERA heading in. I'll get to that quite soon. Also, the 2019 Red Sox schedule came out. Here are some notable games. March 28th, they'll go at Seattle on opening day. Then April 9th, they'll host Toronto in their home opener. On April 16th, they'll play at the New York Yankees. And then May 29th and May 30th, they'll play the New York Yankees in the London series. Definitely something to look forward to there. Also, here is Thursday's trivia. Who is the Indians franchise leader in home runs? Albert Bell, Manny Ramirez, or Jim Thome? Into that soon. Also, Patriots released wide receiver Kenny Britt. Here are the Patriots wide receivers, their current depth chart. Braxton Berrios, of course, is a rookie. Eric Decker in his 9th season. Philip Dorsett in his 4th season. Julian Edelman, who is serving a 4-game suspension to start the season, in his 10th season. Chris Hogan in his 6th. Devin Lucien in his 1st. Riley McCarron also in his 1st. Cordell Patterson in his 6th. Matthew Slater in his 11th. And Paul Turner in his 2nd season. Also, once again, the trivia question was, who is the Indians franchise leader in home runs? Albert Bell, Manny Ramirez or Jim Thome? The answer is Jim Thome is the Indians franchise home run leader with 337. Also, the Red Sox players took the field alongside Jimmy Fun Patience before Tuesday's game. That was cool to see for sure. Now let's get to last night's news. The series, I should say, yesterday afternoon's news for part of it. The Red Sox played the Indians in the series finale. The final score was Cleveland 0, Boston 7. Hits in favor of Boston 12-5. Errors 0 apiece. So now Cleveland 73-54. The Red Sox now 90-39. Allen went 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Swihart went 2 for 4 with a double, 2 RBI, and a run. David Price got the win. He's now 14-6 in 8 innings pitched. Allowed 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and had 7 strikeouts as the Red Sox defeated the Indians 7-0. Blake Swihart with a phenomenal game, 2 for 4, a double, 2 RBI, and a run. So now here is what the current AL East standings look like. Boston is 90-39. The New York Yankees are 79-47, 9.5 games behind. Tampa Bay is 66-61, 23 games behind. Toronto is 58-69, 31 games behind, and Baltimore is 37-90, 52 games behind. Here are the expected starters for the series versus the Rays. Hector Velasquez is starting tonight. In 36 games, he started 5 times with a 7-1 record, a 2.74 ERA. Rick Porcello will be on the mound tomorrow. In 26 starts, has a 15-6 record, a 4.14 ERA. And then Nathan Eovaldi will be on the mound Sunday. In 5 starts with Boston, has a 2-1 record and a 2.89 ERA. So yes, Red Sox do play the Rays. The coverage begins tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. David Price yesterday versus the Indians was absolutely phenomenal. Of course, going 14-6 now, getting the win in 8 innings pitched, allowed just 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 7 Ks. David Price in August has been really well, the best you could ask for. In 4 starts, has a 4-0 record, 1.33 ERA, 27 innings pitched, 5 walks, 30 strikeouts. Blake Swihart yesterday versus the Indians, by the way, hats off to him. 2 for 4, a double, 2 RBI, and a run. Also, do the Indians concern you? It's a big question. I mean, I want to hear what you guys think. I don't know. Maybe not. Not so much, really, after the way they close out the series. Also, who is your AL MVP? Is it JD Martinez, who this season in 122 games has a 3.33 average, 34 doubles, 38 home runs, and 109 RBI with 95 runs? Or is it Mookie Betts this season in 109 games with a 3.40 average, 38 doubles, 27 home runs, 64 RBI, and 103 runs? Definitely it's not a bad problem to have with 2 people on the same team battling out for the MVP in the AL. But yeah, we'll see. Also, here is today's trivia. The question is, who is the last Red Sox starter to throw 8 scoreless innings versus the Indians? Josh Beckett, Roger Clemens, or Pedro Martinez? I'll answer that shortly. Also, is Dez Bryant a good fit for the Pats? Could that be true? Dez Bryant in his career in 8 seasons has played 113 games with 531 receptions, 7,459 yards, and 73 touchdowns. Hector Velasquez Sunday versus the Rays obviously had the loss, which puts him at 7-1 now. In 4 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts in 73 pitches. So yes, the Red Sox do begin their 3-game series tonight at the Rays. Hector Velasquez is on the hill for Game 1. Also, let's now answer the trivia question. The question was, who is the last Red Sox starter to throw 8 scoreless innings versus the Indians? Is it Josh Beckett, Roger Clemens, or Pedro Martinez? The answer is Pedro Martinez on June 8th of 2000. Also, we'll end with the overnight sensation as Brock Holt made a over-the-shoulder grab as the Red Sox defeated the Indians 7-0. Also, Adam Engel made an incredible catch as the Tigers defeated the White Sox 7-2. And lastly, Brett Phillips made a great catch as Kevin Kiermaier joked that he tracked it, but he didn't. So a little joking around there. But yeah, quite the overnight sensations, that's for sure. And make sure you watch the Red Sox and Rays tonight, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Make sure you watch them. Actually, I'll be on tomorrow to preview the Red Sox and Revolution games tomorrow and recap tonight's game, of course. So we'll get to all of that. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll be on tomorrow at I believe noon. I should be on at noontime, actually, if not shortly thereafter. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you next time. And yeah.